Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something that almost everyone thinks about at some point in life. The question is simple, but the answer can change the way you see your future. This does not mean working is bad or useless. Working teaches us discipline, skills, and responsibility. But owning something of your own gives you freedom, control, and long-term growth that working alone usually cannot give. Most of us grow up with the same idea. Go to school, get good grades, find a good job, work hard, and one day you will be successful. This path sounds safe and simple, and for many people it works to some level. A job gives you a steady income. You know how much money you will get every month, you know what time you go to work and what time you come back home. There's comfort in that routine. But there's also a limit that many people do not notice at first. When you work for someone else, your income is capped. No matter how hard you work, there is usually a fixed salary. Maybe you get a raise once a year, maybe you get a bonus, but still your income depends on someone else's decision. You're trading your time for money. If you stop working, the money stops coming. This is the biggest difference between working and owning. Owning means you build or control something that can work for you even when you are not there. It could be a business, a YouTube channel, a website, a brand, or even a small local shop. When you own, your time is not directly linked to your income in the same way. You can work today and get paid for it many times in the future. That is powerful. Think about this simple example. Imagine two people. One works at a shop, the other owns the shop. The worker gets paid for every hour they work. If they take a day off, they earn nothing that day. The owner works too, especially in the beginning. But over time, the shop can earn money even when the owner is not present all day. The owner takes the risk, but also gets the reward. Owning beats working because of freedom. Freedom of time is one of the biggest reasons. When you own something, you can decide when to work and how to work. In the early days, you may work more than a regular job, but later you can design your life the way you want. You can spend more time with family, you can travel, you can focus on things that matter to you. With a job, your time is mostly decided by someone else. Another reason owning beats working is growth. In a job, growth is usually slow and controlled. You move step by step. There's a ladder, and many people are climbing the same ladder. Only a few reach the top. In ownership, growth can be unlimited. If your idea works, it can grow faster than you ever imagined. There's no fixed limit on how much you can earn or how big you can build. Let's talk about skills. When you work a job, you often do the same tasks again and again. You become very good at one thing. That's useful, but it can also make you dependent on that one skill. When you own something, you are forced to learn many skills. You learn how to sell, how to communicate, how to solve problems, how to manage money, and how to deal with people. These skills stay with you for life. Owning also changes the way you think. When you work, you focus on completing tasks. When you own, you focus on solving problems. You start thinking about how to add value, how to help people, and how to improve your product or service. This mindset makes you stronger and more confident. You stop waiting for instructions and start making decisions. Now, let's be honest. Owning is not easy. It is not a magic solution. Many people fail. There is risk. There is uncertainty. In the beginning, you may earn less than a job or even nothing at all. That is why many people are afraid to try. A job feels safer, but safety can be an illusion. Jobs can be lost. Companies can close. Technology can replace roles. Owning gives you control, even though it comes with risk. One important point is that owning does not mean you must quit your job immediately. That is a big mistake many people make. You can start small. You can build something on the side. Use your job to learn, to save money, and to reduce risk. Slowly, as your own thing grows, you can make the shift. This is a smart and balanced approach. Let's talk about money again. When you work, your income is linear. More time equals more money. When you own, your income can be exponential. One good idea, one good video, one good product can reach thousands or even millions of people. You can help many people at once, and when you help many people, money follows. Another reason owning beats working is impact. In a job, your impact is often limited to your role. In ownership, your impact can be much bigger. You can create jobs for others. You can build something that helps people solve real problems. You can leave a legacy. This gives a deeper sense of purpose. Let's talk about stress. Some people think owning is more stressful than working. In the beginning, that can be true. There is pressure, responsibility, and uncertainty. But long-term job stress can be just as heavy. Deadlines, office politics, fear of losing your job, and lack of control can slowly drain you. With ownership, stress changes over time. As systems improve and things grow, stress can reduce while rewards increase. Owning also teaches patience. Nothing grows overnight. You have to stay consistent even when results are slow. This builds character. Working teaches discipline, but owning teaches belief. You must believe in yourself when no one else does. This makes success more meaningful. Now let's talk directly to you, the viewer. You might be thinking, I don't have money, or I don't have ideas, or I'm not smart enough. These thoughts are normal. Everyone who owns something started with doubts. You don't need a big idea. You need a small problem to solve. You don't need a lot of money. Many businesses start with very little. You don't need to be perfect. You need to start. Owning in today's world is easier than ever. The internet has opened many doors. You can start a YouTube channel like this one. You can start freelancing. You can sell digital products. You can build a small online brand. The tools are available. The information is free. What is missing for many people is courage and consistency. Working gives you experience. Owning gives you leverage. Experience is important, but leverage is what multiplies your effort. When you own, every hour you invest can pay you back many times. That is why owning beats working in the long run. Let's be clear again, this is not about hating jobs or people who work. Work is honorable. Many people are happy working, and that's okay. But if you want freedom, control, and unlimited growth, ownership is the path. Even if you love your job, owning something on the side gives you security and options. Think about your future self. 10 or 20 years from now, do you want to still trade hours for money? Or do you want something that grows while you sleep? Owning is about building assets. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. Jobs are not assets. Businesses, content, brands, and systems are assets. Owning also helps you grow as a person. You face failure, rejection, and uncertainty. These experiences make you stronger. You learn to adapt. You learn to keep going when things are hard. This growth is valuable, even beyond money. Many successful people say the same thing. The moment they moved from only working to owning, their life changed. Not instantly, but gradually. They felt more alive, more responsible, more in control. They stopped blaming others and started improving themselves. If you are young, this message is very important. Time is your biggest advantage. You can experiment, you can fail and learn. Start building something now, even if it's small. If you're older, it's not too late. Skills can be learned, ideas can be tested. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. Owning beats working because it aligns effort with reward. In a job, you can work very hard and still earn the same as someone who does the minimum. In ownership, effort matters more. Smart work, creativity, and consistency can change everything. Let me say this clearly. You do not need to choose one forever. You can work and own at the same time. Use working as a tool, not a trap. Use it to support your journey, not limit it. At the end of the day, life is about choices. Working is choosing stability. Owning is choosing possibility. Both have their place. But if you want to build a life on your terms, owning gives you the keys. So start thinking differently. Ask yourself, what can I build? What problem can I solve? What can I own? Take small steps. Learn every day. Stay patient. Stay consistent. Because when you own, you are not just earning money. You are building freedom. And that is why owning beats working.